everyone, Mrs. Sabo here, and today I'm here to teach you the topic of integers, which is the current topic for the first week of school. What we're going to define today is integers, including negative and positive, opposite, and absolute value. We will also learn how to compare and order integers. So, first of all, what in the world is an integer? Well, an integer is nothing more than just a whole number and its opposite. So by whole number, we mean all of our numbers that do not include fractions and decimals. So numbers just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5. Those are integers. What we did in class was we looked at these on a number line so that we can understand a little bit more about values of them. So what I've drawn here is a horizontal number line and a vertical number line. And I know by no means they are perfect, but art is not my strength, or drawing anything for that matter is not my strength. But you get the idea. So when we looked at these number lines, I gave students a task, like draw a number line from -5 to 5 counting by ones, or draw a number line from -10 to 10 counting by twos. So we would find our middle value, which was 0, and 0 is important because it is the digit that separates all of our positive integers from all of our negative integers. So one thing that students had trouble with was writing on the grid lines. They want to divide lines in between the blocks here. When we're creating number lines, it's very important that our intervals, or what we're counting by, are in equal increments. So what I have here is a number line that counts back -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, and up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When we talk about opposites, opposites are nothing more than the digit or the integer that is opposite or found opposite of 0 in the same location on the number line. So for example, 1 is opposite of -1, 2 is opposite of -2, 3 is opposite -3, and so on. So when I'm looking at pairs of opposites, I could say that -1 and 1 are opposites. I could say that -2 and 2 are opposites, and so on. I can also talk about absolute value. And absolute value is defined as a number's distance from 0. So as I drew this number line, I see that 1 is 1 space from 0, and -1 is also 1 space from 0. 2 is 2 spaces from 0, and -2 is also 2 spaces from 0. So when I'm solving for absolute value, which is used as a symbol like that, I could say that -2's absolute value is 2, because it's found 2 spaces from 0. I could say that -3's absolute value is 3, because it is found 3 spaces from 0, and so on. You get the idea. Now, I also have a vertical number line here. The only difference between a horizontal number line and a vertical number line is that I read it from top to bottom instead of from left to right. Everything is still the same though. Soon we'll be talking about what happens when these number lines or these axes intersect to form a coordinate plane. So the other thing that students have to do is they really need to understand the value of these numbers. So we talked a lot about how a number line increases in value as you move from left to right or from bottom to top. So in that case, if I'm comparing two numbers like -5 and -3, because -5 is found furthest to the left on the number line, -5 is less than -3. So I would use a less than symbol. In another instance, if I was looking at +4 and -2, because positive 4 is found furthest to the right on the number line, it would be considered greater than negative 2. So I would use the greater than sign. In the case of ordering integers, just putting them in order from least to greatest, if I was given 3 integers, like 2, negative 1, and negative 5, I would just look at where these integers fall on the number line. So since negative 5 is furthest to the left, that is the least integer. Then comes negative 1, and finally 2 is the furthest to the right. So to put those in order from least to greatest would be negative 5, negative 1, and 2. Students that had trouble with vertical number lines were encouraged to turn their papers horizontally. And if you turn that paper horizontally, what you find is a horizontal number line. So that helped for students that had a little bit of trouble. I hope this video helps you to understand a little more about integers. See you later.